Hey y'all, it's me, Kevvie. I've been on a hardcore poetry kick lately, and I've read some phenomenal collections from Black queer authors. So over the course of the month, I'm gonna share them with you. The first is Passion by June Jordan. You may remember from my video last year that June Jordan is my all-time favorite poet, and this collection contains some of her greatest work. So here are a few standouts from the collection. Patricia's poem, Listen. After I have set the table, folded the Scott towel into napkins, cooked this delicious eggplant stuffed with bulgur wheat, then baked the whole thing under a careful covering of mozzarella cheese and said my grace, don't you bring Anita Bryant, Richard Pryor, the justices of the Supreme Court. Don't you bring any of these people in here to spoil my digestive process and ruin my dinner. You hear? Poem about police violence. Tell me something. What you think would happen if every time they kill a black boy, then we kill a cop? Every time they kill a black man, then we kill a cop. You think the accident rate would lower subsequently? Sometimes the feeling like amaze me baby comes back to my mouth, and I am quiet like Olympian pools from the running the mountainous snows under the sun. Sometimes thinking about the 12th house of the cosmos, or the way your ear ensnares the tip of my tongue, or signs that I have never seen, like danger, women working. I lose consciousness of ugly, bestial, rabid, and repetitive affront, as when they tell me 18 cops in order to subdue one man. 18 strangled him to death in the ensuing scuffle. Don't you idolize the diction of the powerful? Subdue and scuffle, my oh my. And that the killing of Arthur Miller on a Brooklyn street was just a justifiable accident again. Again. People been having accidents all over the globe, so long that I reckon that the only suitable insurance is a gun. I'm saying war is not to understand or rerun. War is to be fought and won. Sometimes the feeling like amaze me baby blocks it out, the bestial, but not too often. Tell me something. What you think would happen if every time they kill a black boy, then we kill a cop? Every time they kill a black man, then we kill a cop. You think the accident rate would lower subsequently? A short note to my very critical and well-beloved friends and comrades. First they said I was too light. Then they said I was too dark. Then they said I was too different. Then they said I was too much the same. Then they said I was too young. Then they said I was too old. Then they said I was too interracial. Then they said I was too much a nationalist. Then they said I was too silly. Then they said I was too angry. Then they said I was too idealistic. Then they said I was too confusing altogether. Make up your mind. They said, are you militant or sweet? Are you vegetarian or meat? Are you straight or are you gay? I said, hey, it's not about my mind. And finally, the poem that introduced me to this incredible author, Poem About My Rights. Even tonight, and I need to take a walk and clear my head about this poem, about why I can't go out without changing my clothes, my shoes, my body posture, my gender identity, my age, my status as a woman, alone in the evening, alone on the streets, alone not being the point. The point being that I can't do what I want to do with my own body because I am the wrong sex, the wrong age, the wrong skin. And suppose that we're not here in the city, but down on the beach, or far into the woods, and I wanted to go there by myself, thinking about God, or thinking about children, or thinking about the world, all of it disclosed by the stars and the silence. I could not go, and I could not think, and I could not stay there alone, as I need to be. Alone because I can't do what I want to do with my own body, and who the hell set things up like this? And in France, they say if the guy penetrates but does not ejaculate, then he did not rape me. And if after stabbing him, if after screams, if after begging the bastard, and if even after smashing a hammer to his head, if even after that, if he and his buddies fuck me after that, then I consented. And there was no rape. Because finally, you understand, Finally, they fucked me over because I was wrong. I was wrong again to be me being me where I was. Wrong to be who I am, which is exactly like South Africa penetrating into Namibia, penetrating into Angola. And does that mean, how do you know if Pretoria ejaculates? What will the evidence look like? The proof of the monster jackboot ejaculation on black land? And if after Namibia, and if after Angola, and if after Zimbabwe, and if after all of my kin's men and women resist even to self-immolation of the villages, and if after that we lose nevertheless, what will the big boys say when they claim my consent? Do you follow me? We are the wrong people of the wrong skin on the wrong continent. And what the hell is everybody being reasonable about? And according to the Times, this week, back in 1966, the CIA decided that they had this problem. And the problem was a man named Nkrumah. So they killed him. And before that, it was Patrice Lumumba. And before that, it was my father on the campus of my Ivy League school. And my father afraid to walk in the cafeteria because he said he was wrong. The wrong age, the wrong skin, the wrong gender identity. And he was paying my tuition. And before that, it was my father saying I was wrong, saying that I should have been a boy because he wanted one, a boy, and that I should have been lighter skinned, and that I should have had straighter hair, and that I should not be so boy crazy, but instead I should just be one, a boy. And before that, it was my mother pleading plastic surgery for my nose and braces for my teeth, and telling me to let the books loose, to let them loose, in other words. I am very familiar with the problems of the CIA, and the problems of South Africa, and the problems of Exxon Corporation, and the problems of white America in general, and the problems of the teachers and the preachers and the FBI and the social workers and my particular mom and dad. I am very familiar with the problems because the problems turn out to be me. I am the history of rape. I am the history of the rejection of who I am. I am the history of the terrorized incarceration of myself. I am the history of battery assault and limitless armies against whatever I want to do with my mind and my body and my soul, and whether it's about walking out at night, or whether it's about the love that I feel, or whether it's about the sanctity of my vagina, or the sanctity of my national boundaries, or the sanctity of my leaders, or the sanctity of each and every desire that I know from my personal and idiosyncratic and indisputably single and singular heart. I have been raped. Because I have been wrong. The wrong sex, the wrong age, the wrong skin, the wrong nose, the wrong hair, the wrong need, the wrong dream, the wrong geographic, the wrong sartorial. I have been the meaning of rape. I have been the problem everyone seeks to eliminate by forced penetration, with or without the evidence of slime. And, but let this be unmistakable, this poem is not consent. I do not consent to my mother, to my father, to the teachers, to the FBI, to South Africa, to Bedford-Stuy, to Park Avenue, to American Airlines, to the hard-on idlers on the corners, to the sneaky creeps in cars. I am not wrong. Wrong is not my name. My name is my own, my own, my own. And I can't tell you who the hell set things up like this. But I can tell you that from now on, my resistance, my simple and daily and nightly self-determination may very well cost you your life. Fuck, wasn't that amazing? God, I love her so much. So there you have some poems from Passion by June Jordan. What did you think of them? Do you know any similar poets I should be checking out? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if it pleases and sparkles, I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!